How are you, mate? What is good? How are you, man? Bad math is awesome. Bad math is awesome, brother. Bad math is awesome. Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. How you been? Did Bad Math stream today? I was busy today, running errands, doing all sorts of shit. Didn't even have time to look at the phone, to be honest, man. So yeah, did Bad Math stream today? How was it? Was he good? Is he well? Is he looking after the internet during the night shift while I'm busy at work and he's streaming away? You and Bad Math can move to Thailand together. Meanwhile, I'm in Florida waiting to get smashed by the next big storm. You know, Thailand gets smashed by storms, man. Thailand gets smashed by storms. Like, it happens pretty often for the Taiwanese, man. Same thing in Queensland as well. Like, Queensland is very similar to Florida, right? Queensland is very, very similar to Florida, which I think is why it gets those kind of, terrible, terrible storms. Mate, Vic is so cold. Fuck that. I'm glad I'm not there. I'll tell you a story, since it's just you and me, Miguel, right now, while we wait for everyone to come in. I was at the gym this week at, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. And the barbell was, ice, had ice on it. Was frozen. And as I started working out and getting my body moving, because the ceiling sheets were sheet metal, they were frozen too. And as I was getting my body moving, it started to heat up the sheet metal, and that started condensating, and it was dripping on me. Like ice water was dripping on me this morning while I was working out. It was pretty bad, man. It was pretty bad. Florida and Thailand have the same weather right now. Yeah, I would say, because they're all in that regional, same area, that same region, where it's what is it called? The equator. They're all right there in the equator, so they're both very tropical, you know what I mean? I would say that Miami and Cairns have the same climate. Yeah, man. Brisbane and Florida, very similar. And then also, not only are they very similar in the way that they have the same climate, they're very similar in their, nature and their wildlife, you know? Florida has got alligators, Brisbane's got crocodiles, Florida has got sharks, Brisbane has got sharks, and it's also weird that, Florida, Brisbane is considered almost the Florida of Australia. It's very strange how they're pretty much exactly the same. Even in 2020, the most relaxed restrictions that were going on were happening up in Queensland, and a lot of Melburnians were bailing and moving up to Queensland. So yeah, man, I would say Miami and Cairns, Brisbane and Florida are very similar. Yep. Yeah, my dog up in Omeo said it was freezing. Well, for where he is in Omeo would be quite literally freezing. Omeo is up in the mountains, up in our ski region, in a place called Mount Hotham. So yeah, for him it would be literally freezing cold. He was shooting little animals and shit up on his farm in Omeo. Yeah, probably rabbits. I would say if that's what he was doing, probably shooting rabbits and possums, maybe foxes, because they do get very, very invasive. Florida winter based the same weather as Brisbane in winter, and Darwin reminds me of a Florida summer. Yeah, that's what I would assume so. I've never been to Florida. I've only ever been to Massachusetts and New York, and wherever Atlantic City is. What's that state? It's not Philadelphia. What's that state called? Don't remember. But wherever Massachusetts, wherever Atlantic City is. So that's the 3 states in the US that I've been to. So yeah, man, never been to Florida, but I would guess so. Me and Jamie love going up to Queensland. We haven't done it in a long time, but the times that we have been up to Queensland, we have thoroughly enjoyed it. Broome is so nice right now. It is. Anywhere is better than Victoria right now. Victoria is freezing, man. Freezing. America, yeah, lick on my butt and suck on my balls, America, yeah. What's up, Cheddhead? I thought I'd celebrate with you guys today. Why not mix up the stream a little bit, mate? Happy 4th of July, Cheddar Head. I'm thinking about moving to Reno or Vegas for the summers and just going to Florida for the winter. I'm tired of these hot and humid, buggy summers. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. That is the one good thing about living in Melbourne in summer. Like, we don't really get... Like, it doesn't get humid. It doesn't get humid. But there is no ozone layer here. There is absolutely no ozone layer here. So when it gets hot here, it gets so hot that it burns you very, very badly. I got this horrible sunburn this summer, and I still have the tan lines for it where my underwear line is. So I can't show you because it will involve me taking my pants off, and I'm not taking my pants off. But yeah, it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. If you could live in any city in the world, where would it be? See, this is the thing, Miguel. I wouldn't live in a city, man. I wouldn't live in a city. I'd have a regional compound, right? It would be like a half an hour, 40-minute drive from a grocery store, a compound that would have big fucking walls around it. It would have solar panels. It would have like a garage that I would have converted into a gym, another garage that I would have converted into like a production studio where me and Jamie could make YouTube videos. And that's where I would set up. Wouldn't be anywhere near a city, man. But if I had to live in a city, I really liked New York. I really liked New York a lot. New York was really, really fun. Maybe Brisbane as well, though. Yeah. Or maybe Bangkok for the price of living. I don't know, man. If I had to live in a city, it'd be one of those three cities. One of those three. Sean O'Malley is above Alex Pereira on the pound-for-pound list? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what I've spent all week arguing with the internet about, is that Sean O'Malley would be above Alex Pereira on the pound-for-pound list. The bugs at night in Miami are sickening. Yeah, dude, I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Yeah, Melbourne in the summer is super hot. It is, man. Melbourne is a lot like Virginia, or same shit, same climate. Nice, man. Nice. Run Deep, what's up, brother? How you going, man? How are you? You're, what time is it over there for you, man? What time of the day are you in? You're in Singapore, yeah, man? Melbourne is hot like for, yep. High as fuck, talking about climate. I mean, you're allowed to be, you know, it's a day of celebration, mate. It's cool that you want to live in Thailand, though. I mean, I want to live somewhere where the cost of living is more, you know, I want to earn an online income, and I want to live somewhere where that cost of living is easier to manage, you know. And like when you look up cities in the world, cost of living, I think Melbourne is in the top 10, like most expensive cities to live in, dollar for dollar. New York is cool. It's truly an urban jungle. Yeah, I really liked New York, man. I liked it a lot. I don't know why it gets so much. I mean, I can see why it gets so much shit, but I enjoyed the energy of it. It was fun, man. It was really, really interesting. I was in New York in 2013, and it was safe. Now it's gotten bad. Listen, man, I was a tourist in New York. I had the fucking backpack on. I had my vlogging camera on. I clearly looked like a tourist. We stayed in a hostel. I felt very safe the entire time that I was there. That's not to say that, like, when we were walking around New York, there weren't crackheads there. There were. But, like, I just could see where they were and walked to the other side of the road. Like, just stayed away. Like, just behaved myself. Do you know what I mean? I was aware that I looked like a tourist in a different city and behaved accordingly. And I felt very safe the entire time. I literally just woke up. It's 12:15, but I slept at like 6:30 a.m. Man, MMA fans' sleep schedules. I'm learning by doing this stream that MMA fans' sleep schedules are truly cooked. They are truly cooked. Like, no one's got a worse sleep schedule than an MMA fan. That's becoming very, very clear to me. Miami, I think, is the most expensive city in the world. Maybe, I thought it was some of the, what's the word for it? The Netherlands. Like, people in the Netherlands, like Oslo, up in the Netherlands. Purely because, like, it costs so much more to just get everything out there. And they also have, like, a very Western way of organizing their living structure. But they have to ship everything up there, drive everything up there. Like, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I was in San Francisco in 2018. Most beautiful, cool place. Oh, thank you. This might need this. Let me know if this sounds better, guys. Let me know if that sounds better. I was in San Francisco in 2018, the most beautiful, cool place ever, and now it's awful. I mean, have you been back there since then? Because this is the thing, man. Like, New York City was getting... Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me turn that down a little bit. How's that? Let me turn that down a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more. Let me test that out. Let me test that out. Test that out. Let me know how that sounds. Let me know if that sounds any better. Yeah, you know, I haven't been back. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Like, people were saying that New York is this and New York is that. But I was in New York in 2022, and it was like, I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. Might move to Reno, Nevada, home of Peyton Talbot. Was shocked how cheap it is to live there. Fair, man. LA is more expensive, especially in Sun Valley. Fair enough, fair enough. Did Yuri fluke his entire UFC career? No, Mr. Toad. And how are you, man? It's good to see you. No, I don't think Yuri fluked his entire career. I think he is one of those fighters that has a hell of a chin and relied on his chin, and now his chin is starting to go, so his career might end. Like, having a really super strong chin is a tool. It is a weapon. It's like having a good hammer fist or a good elbow. Having a good chin is a real weapon. But now I'm starting to think that that's starting to go. London is super expensive. Yep, London is super expensive. No, I haven't been back since then. Philadelphia is one of the worst cities ever. Super dangerous. Now, I will agree with that. We went to Philadelphia in 2019. And it was like Fallout. it was like Fallout. We were like, holy shit. And again, we like looked like tourists when we were there. And we were like, holy fuck, this is bad. But running up the rocky steps was fucking good fun. Good fun. Bro, I was watching my friends stream and doing handstands, push-ups till 6 a.m. I'm losing my hairs for sure. Why? Go to sleep, Run Deep. Like, if you don't need to be awake until these hours of the morning, do not be awake. Crystal, what's up, man? How you going? Don't be awake till these hours in the morning. Especially if you're just like watching streamers do push-ups. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Your audio is messed up. No, how so? Not the AM, bro. Let me know. How is it messed up? Give me some feedback. You know what? I'm gonna listen to the audio. Let me hear the audio. Let me hear my audio. I'm going to go to YouTube on a private window and I'll listen to it myself. I'll fix it myself and then we'll chat to the chat. You sound weird? Alright, let's chat to the chat. There's going to be some reverb for a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. I'm coming back, chat. 1 second. That sounds alright. Okay, cool. That sounds alright. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let me mute that. Alright, where are we at? Hello there. Next, coming to Florida. No UFC this weekend. No UFC this weekend. I know it sucks, man. It sucks. Your audio's messed up. Just the boxing fight. So it's Masvidal and Jorge this weekend, right? When you look at... Let me just make sure. Where'd it go? Yep. It's not still messed up. You must need a refresh, dude. I literally just listened to it. I can hear it. It's not messed up at all. One, two, three, four. Thank you. I see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yuri Prohaska has not got a potato for a brain. Yuri Prohaska has not got a potato for a brain. There we go. Alright, that sounds good. That sounds good. Alright, I'm going to leave this on so I can hear myself for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave my headphones on so I can listen to myself for a little bit, which is weird because I can hear myself talking, which is very strange, but whatever. I'm going to get into it. Alright. No, I don't like that. I can hear myself. Ugh. There we go. Alright, but it sounds good to me. So, where were we at, guys? Let me catch up. Sorry. Where are we at? Sounds like the speaker is blown out. Have you watched the Connor documentary I sent in the Discord? That's why. I got motivated as fuck. And I was the one doing assisted handstand push-ups. It was right. I haven't finished it, but I chucked it on, like, when you put it in the Discord, I chucked it on in the background. It is really good. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I've seen before as an MMA fan, but that documentary is really, really well made, so I think I want to finish it. I want to finish it. Hey, whatever you did, you sound less fuzzy. I think I sound much better now. Give me your personal top 5 pound-for-pound best order. Top 5 pound-for-pound best in order right now. Miguel, we did that during the week, but it goes Islam Makhachev, then it goes Sean O'Malley, then it goes Leon Edwards, then it goes Ilia Topuria, and then it goes Alex Pereira. That is my top 5 in the UFC right now. Whittaker versus Imavov next. Who wins? Whittaker. Islam is overrated. Islam is not overrated, not the AM bro. But it's good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in and telling me about the microphone. I appreciate it. What the hell did I just... What the hell? I just hit the like button and got the first like button. You guys are fucking haunts. Yeah, guys. Hit the like button. Come on. I'll hit the like button as well on my... Oh, I guess I can't since I'm logged in on a private window. Yeah. You need to... Go away. That's alright. That's enough of that. Is it magic... Larry, what's up, man? How you going, dude? Is it magic, or is Alex one of the goats of MMA? Is he using rituals? He is one of the goats of combat sport, for sure. It goes to show how much UFC fighters are fueled by ego. Like, the fact that he is just ego chasing his whole way through it. And what I mean by ego chasing is, there are fighters that have the ability to take him down, and they're just not. They're just not taking him down. They're choosing to stand and bang with him. And now, bloody Magomed Ankalaev is also choosing to stand and bang with him. Like, he has put out notices saying that he's going to choose and bang with him. It's just, I don't know what they're doing, man. Anakin, what's up, brother? How are you, man? For some reason, when you have your headphones on, you sound normal, but when you take it off, it sounds like the speakers are blown out. Hopefully, it's sounding a little bit better now, man. Larry, yeah, good to see you. I've seen a lot of the clips, but I haven't, but some I haven't, especially the ones where Connor quit after his first submission, before Cage Warriors. Yeah, dude, I hadn't seen that one either. Like, him retiring and maybe never coming back to the sport, kind of crazy what kind of timeline we could have been on. I really want to see Magomed versus Alex. I think we will. Happy 4th of July to you, Anakin. Happy 4th of July to all the Yanks out there. Magomed is going to wrestle. He fucking should if he wants to win a title. He should wrestle. What's good, Justin James? I hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. Happy 4th of July, mate. Ian Gary, who is next? Ian Gary versus JDM should be the next one up. I think that is a banger of a fight, and I think JDM finally exposes Ian Gary. Yuri got KO'd twice, given a classic Herb Dean stoppage. Rakic would probably KO him in a rematch. I think he would. I think we're starting to see the end of Yuri's chin, Toad. I think we're starting to see the end of Yuri's chin, which is kind of sad and crazy, but I do believe that's just where we're at. You know, I think the time of Prohaska is done. He needs his chin to be able to fight a good fight. And he hasn't got it anymore. So, yeah. Kind of wild and sad. Like, he was everyone's, favorite MMA fighter for a bit, and now it's just kind of over. Shavkat versus Usman, Abu Dhabi, who wins? Shavkat. MVP is the best striker at 170. He can't grapple, though. What do you think about MVP versus Jeff Neal? MVP versus Jeff Neal. I think Jeff Neal probably win that fight just with veteran grittiness. I think MVP is going to be exposed for the Bellator can crusher that he is and has been. So, yeah, that's what I think is up. I'm just going to go blow shit up. I'm such a happy bitch right now. I mean, that's what the whole holiday is about, blowing stuff up. That's what you guys are celebrating over there. Wonderboy is too friendly to fight Paige. Wonderboy should absolutely fight Paige. They could just have it as a respectful karate match. I think Wonderboy would win that. Anakin. Yuri relies on a comeback win every fight, which is not good for his fun, especially if he fights Hill and Yan. Not good for his chin, especially if he fights Hill and Yan. Yeah, and as he's getting older, and now that he's been so brutally slept by Alex Pereira, that chin is going to start to go. So if he doesn't have a chin like a weapon, it's almost like Cody Garbrandt losing his speed as his weapon, you know? So yeah, he absolutely needs it, Anakin. He's if he hasn't got his chin anymore, he's kind of fucked. He's kind of fucked. Jack is better than Ian. That's what I think, Miguel. I believe that. Ian's defense is good, though. Ian Gary's defense is good, but Jeff Neal can put hands on Ian Gary. Jack Della Maddalena kills Ian Gary. Kills him. I'd say JDM would win, but it's Ian Gary. He'll fight like a pussy, as always, and get a win via decision. Justin James the third. James, my friend, the third. No. Ian Gary's grappling could barely hold down MVP, and we were all watching that fight thinking, if MVP just worked the way that you were meant to work in the ground game, he would have gotten back up. JDM has had like Bilal Muhammad and Shavkat Rakhmonov in his sights for a while now, and he was able to wriggle up and get out of being underneath Gilbert Burns, and Gilbert Burns has got way better grappling than Ian Gary. So if he can get up from underneath Gilbert Burns with a broken arm, by the way, he's 100% getting up against Ian Gary. So I don't see anywhere. And if Jeff Neal can piece up Ian Gary, JDM can piece up Ian Gary. I don't see anywhere at all where Ian Gary beats Jack Della Maddalena. Anywhere. At all. So that's where I'm at, brother. That's where I'm at with that. Brother, I skipped the 4th of July. I didn't even realize yesterday was the 4th of July. I mean, if it wasn't for Twitter today, I wouldn't have known. And I was like, Jamie was at an appointment. And I was like, just like sitting in a car park. I was like, this will be funny. So I quickly like loaded this up before the stream started. Otherwise, I would have had no idea. I thought it would just be a nice way to mix up the stream because, you know, the exact same stream every single day gets a little bit boring. I thought this would be a little bit fun. Paige needs to get back on track. Oh, yeah, dude, absolutely. He's like 36, 37. It's nearly over for Venom Page. Ian can take a punch too. Ian can take a punch, but JDM is an accumulation striker. Joe Salty Man Piper versus Chris Crybaby Curtis needs to be next. I like that fight, Toad, and I would be going with Joe Piper. I think the damage would get through because Chris Curtis gets hit. He's a great striker, but he does get hit, and I think the damage from Piper will be able to land on Curtis. Yuri has taken too much damage. Yes, Rakic really fucked Yuri up. True. Jamal Hill versus Carlos Ulberg will be rebooked. Who wins? Carlos Ulberg sleeps salty Jamal Hill. Dan Ige versus Josh Emmett too. I like that. Josh Emmett again. Here's an odd question that I have to pose for you. Does getting hit more help you take practice and take up shot? Does getting hit, I know that you're using voice to speech. Does getting hit help you take punches and taking the shots, or does it just fuck you up worse? I think in sparring, getting hit with half decent shots does help you take shots better. But I believe that you can overdo that. And if you cook your chin, if you get hit so hard that your chin like switches the lights off, then it's gone. Then it's gone forever. So I do think like there is a level of getting hit in the face that does like build up a confidence and you get rocked with it and you take a few shots to the face and you know that you can handle those shots. But then when it goes past that, that's when it's too much. Alex Pereira versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Who has a better legacy and reign? I don't know, Miguel. Did you watch my video on that today? Yes or no, Miguel? Did you watch my video on that today? Connor's favorite day. Because he can drink to death in the name of the day. Alright, yeah. Like today is like Conor McGregor's favorite day. No, I think Conor McGregor's favorite day, Run Deep, would be St. Patrick's Day, wouldn't it? That would be St. Patrick's Day, where he's on the piss the most. Remember when Arlovsky was KO'd by nothing at all? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was pretty bad. What is the hardest you have ever been punched? I got punched in front of a club so hard, I don't remember what happened to me afterwards. But one of my mates was helping me back to the car park. I didn't get knocked out because I didn't hit the ground, but I don't remember what happened to me. In the early days of MMA, Shogun and Wanderlei used to fight full contact in the gym and KO one another. Yeah, that was kind of stupid, wasn't it? You haven't seen it yet? Fair enough. I think Alex Pereira has a better legacy at the moment. I do believe. Arlovsky said he's still going to fight for a few more years, even though he got cut from the UFC. That's terrible, Anakin. Maybe bare knuckle? I don't know. Where would you want to see Andrei Arlovsky fight now that he's not in the UFC? Maybe bare knuckle, I guess, huh? Where else could he go? They should do Ank versus Jan for the title shot. Yuri versus Hill. Allberg versus Rakic. Gustav versus Smith. Volkan versus... They should do Ankalaev versus Jan for the title shot. No, they shouldn't. They should do Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira for the title already. Yuri versus Hill, yes. Allberg versus Rakic, yes. Guskov versus Smith, yes. Volkan versus Reyes, yes. He's drinking every chance he gets. I think so, Run Deep. I think he's checked out completely. The only thing is, Alex was KO'd and Khabib wasn't. Yeah, and I bring that up in the video as like the one thing that the anti-Khabib guys or the anti-Alex guys really have in their back pocket. Not the AM bro, PFL for Andrei Arlovsky. Yeah, that would be better. I was thinking bare knuckle, but yeah, I guess PFL would be safer for him. Jones was never finished and GSP was finished with a sub and a knockout. True, but Jones is a drug cheat and Jones has sort of cherry-picked fights. And Jones lost to Reyes. And Jones had a split decision with a one-legged Thiago Santos. Like, Alex Pereira has been dominance, except for getting finished by Izzy. Yeah, so, I mean, it depends what you want to use as your argument, you know what I mean? Anderson Silva gets forgotten about. The dude was wild back in the day. No, Anderson's still in everyone's top 5. Everyone's top 5 still has Anderson. Hill has so much salt, it could fill a mine. It's embarrassing, to be honest. It's actually embarrassing. Have you ever been to Brazil? No, but I would certainly like to. Why are people acting like Ank doesn't deserve a title shot? Neither do I, Toad. I 100% think he deserves a title shot. He has wins over Smith, Santos, who were top 5 at the same time, as well as Krylov, Volkan, Walker, and 4 other guys. Not only that, Toad, but he fought for the title, and it was a draw. I mean, if it's a draw, a draw is a draw is a draw. You know? A draw is a draw. It is what it is. He's drinking every chance he gets. Who does he think he is? Me? Just kidding. You are a bit of an alco, Crystal. You are a bit of an alco. Are you sure you're not Australian? Let's meet up in Hawaii next year. Meet halfway. Well, the plan next year is to go back to Massachusetts for a friend's wedding. I don't think I'll be rich enough to afford to go to Hawaii. But as my income grows, the plan is to travel the world with Jamie and continue to make travel vlogs and maybe watch UFCs in person at pubs and do meetups around the world. So, you know, it's not a no to meeting up one day, but it's, you know, the channel would have to really fucking blow up to go out of my way to go all the way to Hawaii. John Jones is also losing a lot of fans. Yes, he's ruining his entire legacy. His legacy now is going to be a duck. Everyone is going to be thinking of him as a duck. He ducked Tom Aspinall. Like, the only way to get out of this sport clean without fighting the younger up-and-coming contenders is to pick someone from that generation, anyone from that generation, beat them. Like, he should have beaten Cyril Gane and then immediately retired. So you could go, right, that's someone from the new school, I beat them. I beat someone from the old school, like Shogun. I beat someone from my era, like Reyes. And I beat someone from the new school, like Cyril Gane. One of each, and then just bounce and let them talk. But to walk around with the belt over your shoulder, calling yourself the best, is embarrassing, and it's ruining his own legacy. Conor tweeted out Khabib's team held every drug tester hostage and make them piss in a cup themselves with clean piss. Now it's deleted. I think his media team's only job is to delete his tweets. Yeah, I mean, if I was McGregor, I wouldn't have access to my own Twitter. I'd have like an Ali Abdelaziz. Like, someone else is in charge. Because Conor likes cocaine. And cocaine and Twitter are a horrible mix. Jones has a good resume. Gane, Reyes, Santos, Smith, Chael, Victor. Yeah, no. Chael, not good. Gane, yeah, but again, not impressive really, because Gane's not a wrestler. Reyes, robbery. Santos, one knee, split decision, should have beaten him. Smith should have gotten a knockout. Like, you went to a decision with Smith. You're meant to be the GOAT. Like, that's aged horribly. Yeah. It's not a good resume. Jones's resume is not a good resume. It's not a good resume. Who wins, Leon Edwards or Shamil the Blob Gaziev? You guys, Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Shamil the Blob Gaziev would lie on Leon Edwards and fuck him up. I can't say Shamil's name without being Lucas Tracy. He has taken over that name. Yeah, dude, I'll fly you out to Hawaii. I got you. I'm going to go to the islands. We can talk about this. I'm down to talk about this. Chael is undefeated. That is true, Run Deep. Chael is undefeated. You're not wrong, man. Budai would fuck up Monaro. Yeah, I mean, his whole... Moreno? Yeah. I mean, his whole chin is gone, mate. How long have we been live? 35 minutes? Nice. We could start the tier list soon. Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Now, Paulo Costa versus Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Shamil the Blob Gaziev would still win. Shamil the Blob Gaziev lies on anyone underneath him. Paulo Costa, man. What are we going to do about him, huh? What are we going to do about him? It's just a little bit sad, isn't it? Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Alright. Shall we do a tier list? What's a good resume to you? Costa. A good resume to me is Alex Pereira's resume. Right? So, like, look at this, right? When people say your win aged badly, okay? Alex Pereira beats Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland goes on to become a champion. That win aged beautifully. Like wine. That is a beautiful win. Who else, right? Conor McGregor beat Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier back in the day. Those wins age beautifully. Beautifully. Alexander Volkanovski beats Jose Aldo. Aldo leaves the sports, comes back, looks great. Like, Volkanovski's win over Aldo aged beautifully. Volkanovski beats Holloway 3 times. Holloway goes on to destroy Gaethje. Like, this is a resume. Alex Pereira's resume, beautiful. Holloway's resume, beautiful. Dustin's resume, beautiful. You know? Tom Aspinall's resume is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, these are like, holy shit. These are resumes. You know, John Jones's resume. John Jones gets to say, I haven't been defeated since 2012 because he hasn't fucking competed. He fights once every 3 years. You know? Fucking Tom Aspinall has got more wins in his entire career than Jones has. And Tom Aspinall started in 2019. It's just like,
It's just spit shining a turd. It's just spit shining a turd. And I don't know why they get around him so much. I really don't. When you've got legends in MMA, like, it doesn't make sense to me. You got legends in MMA like Khabib and Pereira and Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse, who went to a whole other sport where you're allowed to knee someone on the head, lost because he got kneed in the head, and then consumed that technique, regurgitated it, and won his belt back by kneeing somebody else in the head. Like, do you understand the things that have been done in MMA by other people for them to just glaze John Jones because he's fucking stolen a belt and put it in a closet and never allowed anyone else to fight for it? It does my head in, man. I fucking hate John Jones. Fucking hate John Jones, man. I hate John Jones. Sorry, guys, about that rant, but fuck, man, when you really think about him, he's just a prick. Need the secret juice, brother. Costa needs more secret juice. Costa got shut the fuck down, brother. This is true, brother. Costa, perfect examples of muscles don't win a fight. So true. So true, man. So true. Jones needs to get some credit for being the youngest ever champion. I'll give him some credit for that, Miguel. I'll give him some credit for that. A good resume is good stats. A good resume is the heads on your shelf. That's a good resume. I agree with your points there. There are guys who have way better resume and skill. Jones came into the UFC in 2008, beat every opponent up until 2020. That's pretty impressive. Plus, the margin of error is higher at 205. I get it. It's just, I don't know, man. There's people like GSP and Mighty Mouse who are better examples of greatness. You know, clean, no drug testing, no drug cheating, stayed active. Like, Mighty Mouse went and did jiu-jitsu against a guy that weighs 260 pounds, who knew some jiu-jitsu and got the win. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what I respect. That kind of shit. You know, Mighty Mouse went into an octagon with one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world, Rontang, and went, "Yeah, we'll do Muay Thai for just 5 minutes. Give me your best Muay Thai. Let's have a go." And he survived. Like, that's really testing yourself, you know? And Tom Aspinall asked him, like, "Can we please get a face-off?" And Jones is like, "Oh, no, I don't want to prove that you're actually taller than me." Fucking bullshit, man. If you polish a turd, it's still a turd. It still stinks and it's no good. Wise words. Who's better, GSP or Mighty Mouse? To me, it would be Mighty Mouse. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm getting older. You know, I'm getting older. And being able to, like, keep pushing your career forward for as long as he has, especially since you're only meant to be able to do that at the higher weight classes, and Mighty Mouse is the smallest guy available in the UFC. Like, he is, you know, I don't know, man. It's just like, to me, Mighty Mouse being able to do what he did and then go to a different organization on the other side of the world and then lose but come back and do it again and then try and do it in different aspects of the sport, in Muay Thai and in Jiu-Jitsu, plus his age, the way that he's been able to keep going when you're only meant to do that when you're older, when you're all heavier. You're not meant to do that as a younger guy because it's all about speed. I just, like, I think it's really disappointing that the UFC media machine is so good that Mighty Mouse sort of gets forgotten. Because to me, it's phenomenal. And as someone who's getting older, like, I want to be able to keep doing the things that I used to be able to do in the gym when I was 25. You know? Like, I want to be able to keep using my body as I get older and older and older. So, like, I don't know. I just respect that more. Whereas John Jones is like, I'm going to take off 3 years, wrestle a kickboxer, knock out a 45-year-old firefighter, and then bounce and call myself the greatest. Kind of weak. Jones's best win is a fat welterweight. Facts, Toadothan. Facts. I'm picking Mighty Mouse. Good on you, Run Deep. True, Jones was more juiced than Tropicana. Facts, mate. Bradley Matten might just pick up Mighty Mouse like a pillow and slam him. Well, that's the thing, man. Mighty Mouse would try it. Toad with the facts from Larry CTM. Demetrius versus Jones. Imagine if they were in the same weight. I mean, we can pull it up on UFC 5. We did it the other day, and Mighty Mouse beat the fuck out of John Jones. Jones is his own worst enemy. Yeah, that's true. Jones is ruining his own legacy. Bro, Mighty Mouse's BJJ tournaments against a 200-pound plus guy is insane. Bradley ain't even got a chance but to scream help. That's the thing, man. Like, John Jones will talk all this shit, and Mighty Mouse will go out there and fucking do it. Like, Demetrius will go out there and fucking do it. And he'll talk all that shit, and he'll play video games with the boys, and he's a clean athlete. Like, I don't know, man. It just blows my mind that you could have two people right there. You could have John Jones and you could have Mighty Mouse, and one of them drives a car into a fucking pregnant woman, and the other one is like a stand-up bloke who keeps competing, and this one is the popular one. Like, for all the like joking around based shit that we do in MMA, it's actually kind of sad that Mighty Mouse just gets looked over. It's kind of fucking sad, man. Imagine if certain fighters talk shit and acted more cocky. Leon Edwards, Demetrius Johnson are good examples. If they just talk some shit and acted cocky, they would be stars like Mayweather. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, in MMA, you've got to be very like braggadocious and out there, and yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's combat sports, isn't it? Now that Arlovsky is cut from the UFC, Stipe has no wins over active UFC heavyweights. Laughing my ass off. Like, no one wants to see that matchup. Mac, what's up, man? How you going, dude? No one wants to see that matchup, man. No one wants to see that. And that's what's making Dana White, like, have a brain aneurysm. Because you know that, and I know that, and every independent podcaster, vlogger, MMA YouTuber, Twitter subscriber, anyone that has any presence, like, you commenting that in this live stream, everyone from the top to the bottom knows that that fight is bullshit, and Dana White can't control the narrative, and he fucking hates it. Mighty Mouse decided to climb Jones like a fucking tree and knock him out from the top. Facts based. We don't ask Dana who he thinks is the best fighter. No, don't even listen, man. With Miguel, with that question, right? He didn't even ask Dana White, who do you think the best fighter is? He asked Dana White, do you think that Alex Pereira could move up to heavyweight? And that could be, right? So this could happen, okay? You could have John Jones versus Stipe in November, and they could both retire. John Jones could win and retire. You could have Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades in September, and Curtis Blades could win and beat Tom Aspinall. You can still do Alex Pereira versus Curtis Blades in February in England. Like, the question that the reporter asked him was just, do you think that Alex could move up to heavyweight? And Dana White went on a 5-minute rampage about why John Jones is the GOAT. It's like, bro, that was not the fucking question. John Jones might not even be relevant to this conversation, man. One of the most skilled fighters, and Dana just chucked him. I know, Run Deep. It's disgusting, man. Mac 1007. Good to see you, dude. He's 4'11", 125 pounds. And he's still getting shit done. Are we talking about Mighty Mouse? Is Mighty Mouse 4'11"? Holy fuck, he is small. Well, damn, Dougie. Where is Jones in your list? Jones was on hella steroids. Jones isn't on my list. Now, what if Stipe beats Jones? Anakin, we celebrate like it's the 4th of fucking July. We celebrate. If you thought the celebration that I had planned for if Dustin was going to win a belt, wait till you see the celebration we have planned if Stipe actually knocks out John Jones. I don't even know what we're going to do, mate. It's going to be so fucking wild. I might have to fill this room full of fireworks. It's going to be so fucking wild. It's going to be crazy. Jones is great though, regardless of that. Like, steroids can't fight for you. Yeah. And Miguel, that is a fair, like, to be fair, right, to even the playing field. Number one, you need the skill. Like, Paulo Costa goes to show that all the secret juice in the world isn't going to make you a champion. And number two, like, in the era and the divisions that Jones was in, they were all juiced up to the fucking gills. Like, steroids were pouring out of their eyes. They were crying steroids. So yeah, man, that needs to be said. Also, Jones needs all the roids in the world to beat the obese guy over half a foot shorter than him. I mean, the obese guy could have been on roids too, but everyone like back then was on roids. Mighty Mouse is a fucking tough little dude. I know, Crystal, and he never gets the respect, man. Nothing like getting the shit kicked out of you by a midget. That's what I'm saying, mate. Like, fucking, he's the Tyrion Lannister of MMA. But he will kick the shit out of you. Oh, yeah, he'll rip my fucking arms off. I think Jones also had some seriously physical gifts. 6'4", 205, perfect frame. Yeah, and we're seeing that, like, you know, Izzy and Pereira, like, as MMA gets bigger and bigger and more money comes into MMA, like, all those guys that are in the NBA should start coming over to MMA. Like, I'm very excited to see where the sport is at in, like, 2045, 2040. Like, imagine what it's going to be in another 20 years. Like, the sport's only existed for 35 years. We only just got onto Fox and ESPN. Imagine what it's going to be like in 2045. Especially now that cities are starting to get involved. Like, this is the thing, right? There's so much money in professional sports because Vegas or a certain city, right? The New York Yankees, whatever. A city will pay for a team. A city will pay for athletes. Whereas right now, the UFC has to fucking pay for everything. And now we're just starting to see cities pay for events and actually start to host the events. Just wait till this sport gets bigger and bigger and bigger and more money starts to come in. We're going to see all those athletes that are choosing other sports come over into the UFC. And people with frames of Alex Pereira and John Jones and Israel Adesanya and Sean O'Malley. Like, these long athletic guys coming into MMA is going to change the game so much. I think Dana is just glazing Jones, saying he's the number one pound for pound every chance he gets to start some debates, keep him relevant, and promote him for his fight in November. That's a good point, Larry. And, you know, it's working as well, isn't it? Every time Dana White talks about John Jones, he gets us talking about John Jones for another month, another week. I mean, every MMA YouTuber this week made a video about why John Jones isn't the pound for pound guy in the world and kept John Jones relevant. So that's a good point, Larry. I mean, Dana must know promoting. He's been doing it for 30 years. You know, he promoted the shit out of Power Slap. He promoted the shit out of it. Like, whether you enjoy Power Slap or watch it or not, you know what Power Slap is. You know about Power Slap, and that is the job of the promoter. There's no such thing as bad news in the promotion game. John Jones is not pound for pound list, but I got him in all of them are on steroids list. Yeah, run team. Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, man. Jones is a fucker. Mighty Mouse versus Cejudo 2. Did Mighty Mouse get robbed? Yes. Jones has the longest reach in the UFC too. Good point. Josh Giddey would be perfect for the UFC. I don't know who that is, Anakin. Sounds like an NBA player. Is that an NBA player? I was amazed by Jones's ability to have everything subs wrestling striker. Yeah, he was a... And again, like in 2008, 2012, there weren't a lot of MMA fighters. There were a lot of karate fighters, wrestlers, strikers, boxers, kickboxers. But MMA wasn't where it is now. Rebellious de España has got a much bigger reach. Okay, cool. He is a new addition to the UFC. So probably taking a little bit for that knowledge to filter through the fan base. It certainly is for me, Larry. Martin Buday versus Johnny Walker. Next opponent for Walker at heavyweight. Martin Buday versus Johnny Walker. The next opponent for Walker at heavyweight. I don't know, Anakin. What do you mean? Martin Buday. Johnny Walker's a light heavyweight. Let me have a look. Let me get the face to the name, please. Martin Buday. Let me get a face to the name. He just fought Andrei Arlovsky. I guess he'd kick the shit out of Walker. I really don't, Anakin. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I really don't pay attention to fat heavyweights. I don't even consider them part of the sport. I really don't, man. I don't pay attention to them. It goes like fat heavyweights, women's bantamweight, WMMA. That's not part of UFC for me. I throw that out. Dougie's Corner has become the place for MMA fans. Thanks, Miguel. Jones was the best ever at using reach. He does love the eye pokes. Yeah. Sorry to keep bringing up Mighty Mouse, but does anybody know, did he take that name because of the cartoon character? I don't know why he took that name. Maybe because he's small and mighty. But please keep talking about Mighty Mouse Crystal because no one else does. Oh, Run Deep says yes. He is a fellow Australian. I'm surprised that you don't follow Josh Giddey. He played in the NBL. I mean, I don't follow any other sports, man. I don't. Like, I got, like, with my, you know, I'm like, I run my own business plus life, you know. Got the missus, got the house. And then, like, I try and watch the core of the UFC, Cage Warriors, Eternal, and One Championship. And that really does, like, take up all of my mental space. That's why I like fat heavyweights. I just don't put them in there. I like, get them out. There is a cartoon character named Mighty Mouse. There is a cartoon character named Mighty Mouse. Too bad that Abellis the Spania got smashed. I was hyped for him. Yeah, I mean, to not even know basic get-ups. You know? Like, there's kickboxing and taekwondo, and then you look at Alex Pereira, who was like, alright, I need to live with Glover Teixeira. I need to live with him. Where was this energy from Rebellis to Spania? I don't know what it is about becoming a heavyweight, but it just makes you dumb. Just makes you dumb. Johnny needs to move up. Johnny needs to go to the PFL. Actually, yes. Pereira fans literally made up a narrative that Magomed will only fight in Abu Dhabi based on a call-out tweet probably made by Ali Abdel Abziz. Well, I don't know, Toad. I mean, you can clear this up for me. It's my belief that they offered Magomed 300 and he didn't want to do it because of Ramadan. Even though there are plenty of Muslim fighters who fight through Ramadan. And then they offered him 301 in Brazil, but he wanted to do it in Abu Dhabi. So they, to me, Toad, it's my understanding that he was offered the title fight twice, and he's turned it down twice. And I don't know if that's a made-up narrative, but that's what I heard on the grapevine. Like, yeah, Bilal fights. There's plenty of Muslim fighters that will fight during Ramadan. Walker said that he wants to move to heavyweight. Oh, God. Fucking hell. A man with no chin wants to move to heavyweight, huh? Good luck to him. Williamstown, Millbrook, Vic. What about it? What about it? What about it? What about it? I said yeah to the eye pokes, not to... Oh, there you go. Right. GSP versus Hendricks. Who won? Hendricks sort of won that fight, didn't he? I guess. But also, back in those days, wrestling scored more. You know what I mean? Like, we can't... They changed the rules of MMA in, like, 2017 that went to damage-based scoring. So, yeah, it's different. I like one. I love one. I'll catch up to everybody. I see you down here. You know I'll catch up to you. Tawachi versus O'Malley. I still think O'Malley. O'Malley is very underrated. I still think O'Malley. Like, the fact that O'Malley isn't number 2 on the pound-for-pound list kind of is shocking to me. Magomed will wrestle Alex. I hope he does, man. I hope he does. Probably the cartoon, because he was given that name by his first coach's son. That would imply that it was certainly because of the cartoon. Bilal fights through it. Bilal is a bad motherfucker. I don't know if he's a bad motherfucker, but good on him for pushing through it. If you're a heavyweight, that means you have a lot of fat and your brain is made of mainly fat. Makes them smooth brain. No registered lumps, no valleys or dumps or bumps. There you go. All the ideas slide right off like a water slide. If Bilal wins the belt, he is going to be active and fight all the contenders. Yeah, I mean, I think he would, because he has gotten to that stage of his career where he is starting to get old. I think Bilal's 36, guys. Axel, what's up, brother? How are you, man? I think Bilal is 36. So, yeah, if he is going to win the championship, he needs to really be active and get moving. Walker's chin. Walker's chin is finished. I know, which is why, like, when Anakin is saying that Walker is planning to move up to heavyweight, I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. I do not love it. Especially, you know, heavyweight has got some fucking strikers, you know? Like, imagine Johnny Walker versus Garn or Tai Tuivasa or Rosenstrike. Oh my god, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think Walker should go to PFL. I read somewhere, don't quote me on it. Okay. Yep. The moment Bilal wins, everybody will cry. Yeah, Anakin, they will. They will. It is funny, though. Like, whatever, man. I don't like... fucking Bilal does not annoy me that much, to be honest. Like, his interviews are dog shit, but he's... Whatever. Ank turned down 300 because of Ramadan, but 301 couldn't happen because of Pereira's broken toes. After that, Pereira Yuri 2 was agreed on for 305, so Magomed only turned down one title shot. Okay, Toad, thank you for filling me in. I appreciate it. I was under the impression and under the belief that they were talking to Magomed about fighting at 301 before the news came out about Pereira's toe, and he had already turned it down before then. That was my understanding of the timeline. But it's one of those things that like happen over Twitter, and we hear the information at different times. But yeah, that's what I thought went on. Aspinall versus Blades. I do believe Aspinall wins that fight, Miguel. Bilal is not winning any belts. Leon eye pokes, cage grabs, and nut shots will easily beat that bum. I think Leon just cleanly picks him apart from the outside, Axel. I think he just cleanly picks him up from the outside. I don't think he needs to cheat. Now, he does cheat, and he is a cheat, but I don't think he needs to cheat in this one. You know, I think if Kamaru Usman can't take down Leon Edwards, Bilal can't take down Leon Edwards. So, yeah, man. That's where I'm at with it. Pereira said he used to fight every 2 months in kickboxing, made him better every match, and he expects to do that in the UFC, and he is doing it. Well run, Deep. Being active in the UFC is brilliant when you're a champion. You are now putting the contenders onto your timeline. Usman learnt this. Volk learnt this. Izzy learnt this. You can also cherry pick who you're doing title defenses against, because your contenders are so busy fighting each other. One of them is always injured. One of them has always just had a bad fight. So it's very easy to pick and choose your contenders when you're staying active, especially if your contenders are only fighting once a year against another top 5 guy and getting the shit beaten out of them. Then you can pick someone who might be an easier matchup for you and get in a few title defenses a lot quicker, get paid a lot more, get your name out there more. So, yeah, man, like, if you are a UFC champion, activity, and also being active just makes the fans love you more. Like, look at how much everybody hated Aljamain Sterling, but then almost just before that Sean O'Malley fight, just before it, fans were starting to come around to Aljamain Sterling. They were just starting to come around to him. So, yeah, man, like, the more that you can put yourself out there in front of the fans, the more respect and love that you get. Volkanovski used to get booed when he walked out. Volkanovski used to get booed all the time. And now when he walks out, like, he is the fan favorite. You see it all the time, dude. So activity is great for your career, but it's also great for you in front of the fans. Can't wait for your 304 show. It's going to be a banger, man. It's going to be an absolute bloody banger. I'm excited for it. Thanks, Miguel. It's not so much that they got no chin, it's glass jaw, the shit just shatters and they're out. Yeah, Walker's at that stage, Crystal. Walker might have a better chin without weight cutting, but then, Miguel, the damage and the power that's going to be coming back at him. Cayman, what's up, man? I hope you're good. The damage that's going to be coming back at him, right? Picture it. Picture Tai Tuivasa hitting Johnny Walker. Just picture it. And you tell me how that turns out. Who will be remembered in 50 years? Izzy, Poatan, if they both retired right now. They will both go down in MMA history for very different reasons, Axel. Poatan will go down as an absolute GOAT of combat sports. Izzy will go down as someone who was memed out of their career. The dog emojis that took over the 305 press conference tell you exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be some YouTuber who's going to make a documentary about Israel Adesanya's fall from grace. The man that introduced himself to the world in a championship fight against Kelvin Gastelum and promised so much and ended up being known from leg kicks from range and jerking off a dog on camera. Quite a sad story. Magomed literally said, "I'll fight you in Abu Dhabi" in his tweet well before 300. That's what I thought. Northwest, how are you, brother? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. Happy Independence Day. We whooped the British by the help of God. Happy 4th of July, Americans. I thought this would be a fun background for the stream today. And also Jamie's American as well. So it's 4th of July in our house as well. Leon beats Bilal even without cheating. Exactly. That's what I think, man. Bilal won't be able to get him down. If Usman couldn't in the third fight, Leon has mastered cage wrestling defense so he can counter against the cage. Axel, you've won chat today. You've won chat. This is the comment of the chat. Where are you? Axel wins. Axel absolutely wins. Absolutely, mate. Spot on, dude. Spot on. Walker would destroy the blobs. Do you think... Oh, fuck it. I'll let you guys decide. But to me, he gets his bloody head kicked in. He gets his bloody head kicked in. Walker wouldn't do well at heavyweight. Not only is his chin worse than Matt Schnell's, exactly, but he can't even throw a 1-2 to save his life. The worst boxing of any ranked fighter. Axel, your spot, mate. Axel's winning chat today. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Happy 4th of July, everybody. The British can take their tea and shove it all the way up their ass. We have coffee in America. We'll be up all night. Oh, your wife is American? She is. She's from Boston, mate. She's from Boston. I think if he could, it's someone like Carl Williams or any unranked heavyweight. Let's be real, they aren't that good. True, Anakin, the unranked heavyweights, but anyone in the top 15 is gonna fucking murder him, man. Douglas's memo. What's up, man? Whoever permabanned you? What the shit? Who permabanned you? Who the fuck permabanned? I am getting rid of some mods. I tell you what, we're gonna be doing a fucking mod purge. Who the fuck permabanned you? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need to start an investigation. Dougie's married to the grind, mate. I gotta stop plastering. I tell you what, I want to be. This is my ult. I can see that. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't want to be a plasterer forever. I want to travel the world with Jamie and make YouTube videos. Who gives a fuck if he is the best here? All he can beat is Carl Williams. He better just open a Pilates gym. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's got a great contract with the UFC is what I'm trying to say. Maybe he's got a great contract with the UFC, so taking mid-level fights is worth it. But shit, man, he's got brain damage. And if any one of those heavyweights put him out, it's over for him, man. It's over. Johnny Walker has that name because he belongs in a walker like an infant. Crystal with the dad jokes. Are you a dad, Crystal? Is this an alt account? Are you just someone's dad who pretends to be a girl making dad jokes all day? This is my alt. I know, man. I can tell. It's different. It's Dougie with a minus. Hey, Douglas. Douglas is good people. I'm up for The Purge. I watched that movie like 10 times. Yeah, the Purge 1 is fucking good, man. Purge 1 is good, man. Are you married, bro? I didn't know that. No, I'm not married, but like, it's easier to say that. Like, we've been together for 6 years. She's my woman. I'm her man. That's how you put it. You know what I mean? But I don't believe in going and getting married. So, yeah. Why would he go to heavyweight to beat up fat bums outside of the rankings? His championship aspirations are gone. Maybe he'll be fed to some up-and-coming heavyweight to make a name off him. Exactly. Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, he'll get fucking hurt. He'll get fucking hurt. Not good, man. Not good. End poll. No, I'm Tommy Boy. That's a woman. I got 2 daughters I'm trying to raise. To be a Tom. No, I'm a tomboy. I was like, you're in on the meme? We have this dude in Discord called Tommy Boy. He is actually not good in the head. Right. No, you're a tomboy. Yep. And I'm raising them to be a tomboy. My 18-year-old is laughing her ass off at me while I talk to you in chat. Good on you then. Raising some daughters. Well done. Damn, you're winning in life. That's all that matters. Well, we're trying. I've been with my girlfriend for 14 and a half years. There you go, Northwest. Like, you're pretty much married. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Would you still call her your girlfriend, or would you just say my wife, my woman, my missus? In Australia, it's like my missus, my misso. But honestly, I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see Johnny make a comeback, but I'm doubtful. Yeah, dude, look, listen. I like Johnny Walker. I should have led with that. You know, I think he's good for the sport. I think he's good people. Yeah. So I wish him the best, but I think he would make more money and be more successful at a shit promotion like PFL or Bellator. You know? Like, I just, like, him in the UFC is pain. Horrible, horrible pain. But honestly, I hope I'm wrong. Walker versus Waldo Acosta is the fight to make. That is a brutal fight, Anakin. Brutal. But I like it. Common law marriage? Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's called. Yep. Wally Acosta will do the salsa dance with Walker. My salsa, 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 salsa. My salsa, salsa, the pretty girls like to dance and take off their underpants. If you have been with your girlfriend for 14 and a half years, you're doing better than a lot of marriages do. I call her my wife or fiance or girlfriend. Yeah, it just depends on the setting. Yep. Just got to give you a big congrats. Yeah, well done, Northwest, especially with your life circumstances. You got yourself a real one if she's sticking by you through all of that. Walker would manage to get KO'd in a salsa dance off with what? Yeah, Walker. Like, Walker would get KO'd walking out to the cage. If they played his intro music too loud and the bass hit him, down he goes. Down he goes. My soul makes other pretty girls want to die. Apparently, the new Eminem album drops tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm still a fan. Yeah, she's been with me through thick and thin. That's a real one. I'm not even 14 and a half years old. That's Axel, how old are you? Axel, you shouldn't be in this chat unless you are 18 years old. I gotta put a fucking sticker on the chat from now on. 18 only. I gotta put that above here in the banner. I gotta put it there. 18 only. I don't want anyone under 18 in this chat. It's not appropriate. Oh, fucking hell. Western Mass Climber can't be trusted. No, Weston's good. He probably I don't think he perma-banned you. I'm going to speak to him. I'll message him on Instagram. 45 minutes of Dougie before work. Can't complain. What's up, Casual? How you been, man? How you been? Good to see you. Even if you don't tie the knot, you need to go buy her something pretty, maybe a ring, maybe a necklace, but get her something pretty. As soon as you give it to her, tell her to make a sandwich. Let's see what happens. If I told Jamie to make a sandwich, she would, on purpose, not make a sandwich. She would, on purpose, not make one. That's the kind of girl that she is. But I go to work every single fucking day, and for years, every single day when I've gotten home, there has been some food sitting on the counter for me. She's that kind of person, so she's very, very sweet. This is Jamie's birthday present right here. This is a congrats on 1,000 subs mixed with a birthday, like for hitting the goal for my birthday. This is why the audio quality is so much better. So, yeah. Axel, thank you so much for the $8 Australian, man. I appreciate it, dude. It all goes to getting the channel better and better. And now that we have got the audio issues figured out, we are going to be getting a dummy camera so we can, dummy battery, so I can actually put my HD camera right there to fix the visual issues. So, brother, thank you so much. It's all getting reinvested back into the channel. And Axel says, I'm 15 and I stole my mum's credit card. That's some old school Slim Shady shit right there. I appreciate it, Axel, and thank your mum for me. Do you want me to go snooping? I'll find out if Weston did anything. Yeah, get some goss, mate. I want to know who perma-banned Douglas. It might have been Weston. The first round of Leon versus Bilal is exactly what Leon wants. If the rounds to look like. He kept it on the feet, barely got hit him with a few good shots, and rocked him with a head kick. Yeah, Toad, I do believe that... My phone is blowing up. Okay, I do believe that he is going to dance around the outside just like you were saying. And, like, Smash him up. Piece him up from the outside. I don't think that Bilal is going to be able to take him down. And people are like, oh, Bilal looked good in that first fight. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's my boy. He tells me everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, get her something pretty. A photo of yourself. The, like, wallpaper, like, she edits our vlogs. She is around me enough. Honestly, she needs a fucking break from me. She's around me too fucking much. We are currently homeless. I can't buy her anything now. It doesn't, like, Northwest, as long as you're there every day for her. That's what matters, mate. Chuck Norris is so tough. He went to a feminist convention and he came out with his shirt ironed and a sandwich. A classic Crystal Miller joke. A classic Crystal Miller dad joke. I'm kidding. I'm 25. I'm going to need to see some ID, Axel. I'm going to need to see some ID. I'm going to need you to put your full name, your driver's license, your tax file number, everything in the Discord for me, okay, mate? I'm going to need some evidence. Chargeback incoming. I know, right? Like, the second he donates, just undonates. Weston has gone power hungry with his collection of 20 plus mods. I wouldn't be surprised if it was him that banned Douglas. I've seen Weston Mass modded in some of the most random chats on YouTube. Mate, I'm going to ask him straight up, did you permaban Douglas? Because there was a stream the other day where Weston and Doug were a bit annoyed with each other. So Weston might be down to 19 wrenches. Who knows? We'll find out. Credit card too. Credit card as well, mate. Unbelievable. A permaban is crazy. Permaban's too much. I don't like permaban. I'm like, fuck, man. It takes so much to get banned from my channel. So much to get banned from my, like, we're just here to talk about MMA and have fun. It's not that deep. And I think as long as I'm not offended, then, you know, no one else should be offended. All right, let's do it, boys. Where have we been live for? We've been live for about an hour. The time is good. Mod Doug, then. Ooh, no, I want less mods, to be honest with you. Timmy, what's up, man? Dougie dudes and dudettes, TFN 302. Timmy, boy. Thank you so much for the $10, Tim. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You're a fucking legend, mate. Thank you. All the donations are going right back into the channel to help make the channel better for you guys, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Tim, you're a fucking legend, man. People acted like that round was competitive. Just looks like every other round where Leon is able to perfectly impose his will. Same as the first 3 rounds against Colby. Yeah, man, I didn't see it as fucking competitive at all. Like, man, it's just weird to me. I guess it's not weird to me. It's classic, like, Leon Edwards, classic Bilal Muhammad fans that don't want to admit, like, when he's just been easily pieced up from the outside. But that's what it is to me, mate. Let me set this up properly. Where are we at with the tier lists? And Timmy, thank you so much, man, for the $10. You're a legend, dude. Just mod me, that's all you need. No, like I said, Northwest, I'm getting less and less mods. My thoughts on John Jones running back to the scene of the hit and run to grab his... Thoughts on John Jones running back to the scene of the hit and run to get his cocaine out of the car. I mean, it does literally say everything that needs to be said about John Jones, doesn't it? What else can you say? He is an absolute dog of a bloke. And the fact that, you know, the MMA media, who is Disney-esque, hasn't turned on him, but also as well as the MMA fans, who I would like to believe that the fans are generally good people, haven't turned on him either, is also shocking to me. So, I'm all round shocked by the entire John Jones situation. It's very, very strange to me. There we are. Back to chat. You deserve it. No, thank you, Tim. You're a legend, man. You really are, dude. Thank you for the $10, and thank you, Axel, for the $8. I appreciate it. If you don't like what I'm saying, can you imagine what I'm thinking? Type of shit right here. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just they're classic dad jokes. Like, you're really showing your vintage. You know what I mean? I feel like Duba. I'm so dumb sometimes. I'm so dumb. I feel like Dober is going to get chinned. He isn't fighting against, which he usually KOs. He isn't fighting against the usual fighters that give him superpowers. But rather a fast white Brazilian bloke. I see a silver KO. I don't know, man. I don't know if the meme is going to hold up forever. Surely it can't, right? Just take all the wrenches. I'm thinking about just de-wrenching everyone, mate. He permabanned my Douglas account before already in Lost Soul MMA. Oh my god. And respawned as Douglas. Only to rinse through the ranks and get blessed with my own wrench. Mate, this could be the chat where Weston gets unmodded. Holy fuck. This could be the one. I need to speak to him. I'm going to message him and speak to him. I'm on the silver hype train. Dober is getting KO'd. Fucking hell, people are turning on Dober. I think Leon pieces up Bilal from the outside. I'm hoping the Daggy Bilal... Bilal isn't a Daggy. I'm hoping Daggy Bilal isn't relentless with the takedown. Oh, you mean like casual, like he doesn't turn into a full Dagestani and just go takedown, takedown, takedown. I don't even think it's going to matter if he does, man. Larry, give me a wrench now. No, less wrenches all around. I'm taking back control of the chat. I'm kidding. I really don't care about the wrenches. Nice, mate. Good on you. Good on you, mate. Mod Larry? No. For real, Anakin? No, Larry. No, Anakin. No. I think it's Leon's style doesn't let him look dominant, but he did to... Yeah. Leon's style is very Israel Adesanya-esque, isn't it? Like points from the outside. So it is hard for him to look dominant because the reason that Leon Edwards has been in nothing but decisions for his entire tenure in the UFC is because if this is the level that a fighter is fighting him at, this is the level that... Where are we at? If this is the level that a fighter is meeting him at in the cage, this is the level to which Leon Edwards will fight at. And it's always like that. No matter what pressure the fighter brings, Leon just stays a little bit ahead. So, yeah. I think you're right, Toad. He is literally the whole reason behind the genesis of Doug Less, the channel. Wow, man. I'm learning things that I wish I didn't learn. I'm getting fucking Western Mass Climber red-pilled right now. What's up, Christian? How are you, man? It's good to see you. I'm getting Western Mass red-pilled like right now, and it's crazy. $7.99 after tax, and once YouTube takes its 50% cut, you could almost buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Enjoy it, mate. Minus tax, minus 50%, and a cheeseburger's $4. I don't even think I could buy a cheeseburger, Axel. But that doesn't matter, man. We're adding it all up, and it's all important, and it all adds to the list, and I appreciate it, man. Chris, how are you, dude? How are you, man? I hope you're well. Great emojis, Run Deep and Chris. Great emojis. No, I was speaking in general of the whole stream. Like, all of us should show up wearing a t-shirt saying, if you don't like what I'm saying, can you imagine what I'm thinking? But we can't see you guys. You can only see me. Maybe I'll get a t-shirt that says that. Here's one thing you have to learn about me. I will not state if I take offense to something, because quite honestly, the shit's pretty funny and I love it all. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like everyone in chat is like that. Like, we don't really get offended by anything. Except there was one guy called Chad Hero. I took his mod wrench away, never saw him again. And he was like Magomed. He was in every single stream. And then the moment I took his mod wrench away, never saw him again. He was a nice guy, I miss him. I watched Bilal versus Brady today. He honestly looked like shit. He's striking as sloppy as fuck, and I think it was a BS early stoppage. So do I, man. I rewatched that one recently, Northwest. Yeah. Bilal is going to get cooked, man. He's going to get cooked. As far as Weston getting married, I can't remember. He is a mod in Ronan's chat, but he might have already been unmodded one. Yeah, he's definitely a mod in Ronan's chat, definitely. I'm slightly leaning Blackshear for the Montel fight. Jackson gets taken down too much, and Blackshear is a sub-threat. How do you see it going, Dougie? I agree. I was thinking Blackshear as well. I completely agree. But I'm not going to lie, that's one of those fights where, like, to me, Larry, that's a vibe check. Like, Yog, what's up, man? To me, that's a vibe check. Like, I need to go back and watch it and, like, really, like, where are the openings here? But yeah, dude, I'm with you on that one. How many times have you... Never, Yog, you filthy... Yog, when I see your name, I think of stale yogurt sitting in the sun. That's what your comments and your name remind me of. And I'm happy to have you here, Yog. You're a loose cannon. But I'm just saying, does anyone else get that when they say Yog in chat? They're like, oh, Here comes the bloke baking in the sun again. Leon Edwards definitely butters his Pop-Tart. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a Pop-Tart butterer. Hey, yo. Message never came up. I said, Doma... Do you really want me to read that, Rundeep? Because I will for you. Do my nuts fit in your mouth? There you go, mate. Leon is very good at sticking to a game plan. Yes. Yes, Casual. And that's the thing. He doesn't stray from it. It is just like... That's it. Leon is just... there. He's just a little bit better than the guy opposite him. I'm kind of glad that I get demonetized. People sometimes send a super chat, then say go get a burger, and I'm like, I will in 2 months when I get it. Yeah, no, but also like, to me it's nice because I can see the money in the back end and I can plan for things to invest into the channel. So yeah, I don't know, man. Obviously, like, to me, being monetized would be better than being unmonetized. And the whole point of this is to get YouTube to replace drywalling. So yeah, monetization is a super important part of it. Where are we at? Everybody's here. I'm gonna Blueprint. What's up? I'm gonna catch up to everybody. Primetime Feline. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna catch up. 1 second, guys. I'm just a little bit behind, but I'm catching up. Where are we at? We got the doing good, bro. Hope you're all good down under. Freezing my balls off, but I'm doing good, man. We're all good. I will make him pay for this. I can't wait to see next time Weston's in chat. We're gonna talk to him. So do we all agree? No whining in chat. No whining in chat. Only 2 events left, and then it's UFC 304. England, England, England. Oi, oi, oi. Beers out for the boys. Shits on someone's head. Yo, Romero style. Good on you, Casual. I'm pumped too, man. Timmy. Ronan is cool. The cunt keeps unsubbing me from him. What? Why? Why? Yeah, Ronan is cool. I'm a big fan of Ronan. Big fan of Ronan MMA. I get offended by people who love Ian Gary. I mean, that is fair. Loving Ian Gary is a crime. Ian is a rooster. Ian is a rooster. I'm not whining. I'm promising. Oh, shit. Blueprint, what's up, man? Primetime Feline, what's up, guys? How we going? There's a lot of chats. I'm going to get to them. You know I will. Like the stream, boys. If you're in here, when you click on the stream, make it good habit to scroll down and click live. What's up with you, Blueprint? We're celebrating the 4th of July on chat. Look at it. Look at it. I got the fucking flag. I got the fireworks. It's the 4th of July for the Americans. Good on them. Randeep, you ever met one? Leon won't let Bilal spawn takedowns because of his distance management. People wonder why Colby never got that going, but every time he tried, he just got hit. I agree, Toad. He has got phenomenal distance management, phenomenal counter grappling, phenomenal underhooks, and Bilal just will not be able to get him down. Yeah, we're up to 5 likes, so you motherfuckers need to hit that fucking like button right now. Jesus, Crystal with the potty mouth going hard. I rewatched the Ty Garn fight, and I was right. He never touched Garn in the first or in any part of the fight aside from the second when he dropped him. I'm 90% sure Garn was playing with Ty because as soon as that happened, he almost finished him in the same round. I'm going to have to go back and watch it, Blueprint. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. We might do a watch-along. I have a tier list ready to go in the background, but maybe I'll just like hang out and watch it over the weekend. So I'll watch it again, dude. I'll watch it again. You're never going to believe I met a whole bunch and left as soon as I can. What would Alex's legacy be if Jones was still at light heavyweight? What if the split decision over Yarn never went his way? What if he fought Magomed first in light heavyweight? That's a lot of what ifs, Primetime Feline. I mean, if Jones was still in light heavyweight, you would have to assume that Alex would have fought him by now. Who would have won that fight? Probably Alex Pereira. Jones's last 3 light heavyweight fights looked like shit. If the split decision didn't go his way, he might have retired and gone back to being an alcoholic. Who knows? What if he had fought Magomed in his first light heavyweight fight? I think he would have slept Magomed. I think he's going to sleep Magomed. I know I should be getting behind Magomed, but I just cannot delusion myself into believing it. I went back and watched Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira on live with the chat, and he fucking beats him, man. He beats him. I'm 95% sure Garn... Oh, yeah, we read that one. Shits on the head. Shits on the head. As a matter of fact, he almost finished Ty shortly after he dropped him. Like I said, Blueprint, I'm going to go back and watch it, man. Can we actually unsub people? Is that a thing? Only if you're a managing mod, and I've got too many of them. Cunts means YouTube is unsubbing. Could be, Tim. Could be. That is a thing that YouTube do. They're very untrustworthy. I'm glad you finally agree with me on Ty dropping Garn. Took a while. I like Ronan and his content, but that motherfucker thinks he's always right. Fucking Canadians. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a gimmick, but Ronan is easy to rile up. And that just makes it more funny, to be honest. What are you talking about? I always said Ty dropped Garn. He just never... No, Blueprint. What we were talking about, and Anakin, what we were talking about in yesterday's stream or the stream before that was... Tai Tuivasa piecing up Garn or hurting Garn a lot in the first round. But it might be one of those ones where like you remember the narrative more than you remember the fight. When was Aussie independent, guys? Oh, wait, you guys are still under British rule. Yeah, we're not independent, mate. But we have a thing called Australia Day, but we're not allowed to celebrate that in this country because communists exist. So, yeah. It's January 25th. Colby broke his foot in the first couple of minutes of that fight versus Leon. Primetime, are you a Colby Covington enjoyer? Are you going to be trying to convince us that Colby Covington is still a good fighter and couldn't attempt any takedowns at all? Ty versus Garn was one of the best fights of the year. That'll be a treat to... It was, man. It was. Rocking the 4th of July t-shirt. Good on ya, Blueprint. 14 fools, but only 6 likes. That's insane. Like the stream, guys. Don't be a flake. Like all shots fired at my boy Western Mass. I need to speak to him before I just abandon him like that, Douglas. So I have to speak to him first. You changed his spot on Strikers List. Blueprint. You changed his spot on the Strikers List. Yeah, that's the conversation we were having. Talking about Garn, everyone says Alex versus Jones or Tom, but I want Alex Pereira versus Garn. I could see it happening, man. Like, if you look at Alex Pereira's career, he lost to Izzy, then moved up to light heavyweight and fought Yan before he got a shot at the title. So we can still assume that even if he loses to Magomed, he can move up to heavyweight and have one ranked fight before he has a go at the title. Like, it's possible, casual. Change it for 2 reasons. You're talking to Anakin. Yes, Unk getting slept in the first. Shame he's the only Daggy I like. Same, Timmy. Same, man. No, actually, sorry. I like Islam Makhachev a lot now as well. I think he's funny. What did Western Mass do? There's a theory that Western perma-banned someone, which I do not like. I don't like anyone getting perma-banned. So, there's a theory, but I need to talk to Western first. Ty never pieced Garn up in that round. He dropped him after that, and then the war started. Like I said, Blueprint, gotta watch it back. Fucking commies. Fucking communists. If there's one thing I fucking hate, it's fucking communists. Here, let me talk about Canadians for a minute. Once the bastard decided to join on the second war with the Germans, and some bitches had nothing left, so they could throw some cans of corned beef. Very Canadian thing to do. Yeah, motherfucker, we own you. Yes, I'm aware, casual. We just gave the Governor General a pay rise. I'm aware. Don't let the Canadians fool you. They're fucking ruthless. Poor Aussies. Poor Aussies indeed. You can go back and check my ass. I just spit the facts. Crystal giving us a fucking history lesson here. Yeah, we were independent since the inception of our constitution in 1901. Poor USA and their tiny little constitution. Dougie, who do you have in Abdul Razak versus Al Hassan? Abdul Al Razak versus Cody Brundage. I have got Abdul Razak. I think Cody Brundage is a bit of a fucking scam. I don't even think he should be in the UFC. Quite frankly, I think it's phenomenal that he managed to survive one round against what's his name. So yeah, I'm going with Abdul. Ad? Hey, only one ad thus far, Northwest. That's pretty good, man. Considering we've been going for an hour and a half, that's not bad. Imagine being undefeated and then getting TKO'd by Malal Muhammad. Don't, Toad. Don't. I know, man. I know. Pereira at heavyweight sleeps everybody outside of the top 5. The problem is the top 5. Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. Like, the top 5 are used to getting hit by big cunts. You know? Like, Aspinall got hit by Sergey Pavlovich clean. I know Pereira's hook is damaging, but how damaging is the question? I watched that fight earlier. It was a war, but I definitely overrated Garn's striking. I thought he had more hands, but he's more so-so of a kicker. Yeah, dude, yeah. That's where the striking like got overrated for me as well. Because I was like, fuck, Ty's not doing badly here at all. Maybe he sleeps gone. I don't know. Maybe. I have Abdullah by KO. Brundage usually quits in his fights. Nice. I like that call. Maybe we'll look for that in the money line when we do our fight radio episode. Today was meant to be a fight radio episode, but there's no fights to bet on. So it's just, it was meant to be a tier list, but chat's flowing nicely today. So it is what it is. I'm sorry, and I hope that you all... LR, what's up, man? How you going? I'm sorry, I hope you all enjoyed that history lesson. We did, Crystal. We did enjoy it, dude. That's funny as shit right there. Canadians being more redneck than the southern US motherfuckers. That's the... I feel like everyone outside of, like, the capital cities are rednecks. To be honest, I bet the Canadians are the reason we actually have the Geneva Convention. No, that's probably the French. Just call me Mystic Douglas because I predict him saying he must have done it on accident. Remember these words? I will. I wonder, can I go into the banned list of my own YouTube channel and unban you? I wonder if that's a thing. I'm gonna go to the YouTube University school and see what the button clicking is necessary for that. Homer Simpson beats Alex Pereira. It's good to have you back, Ella. It's good to have you back, mate. Missed you. I think Pereira beats Garn. Am I spitting too heartfully into this microphone? I got to get used to the new mic, guys. I'm sorry. I think Pereira beats Garn, but that's about it. Tom and Jones are nightmare matchups because they will shoot for takedowns. Yeah, they're not going to let him have his style. Exactly. They're not going to let him have his style at all. They are going to shoot takedowns. And they're going to fucking hurt him. However, MMA math doesn't work. Ngannou couldn't lay a finger on Garn on the feet. And we all know Ngannou would sleep Ty under a minute. Yeah. Yeah. I was really thinking about that. I was like, that's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, the shot from Pav on top puts most down. Tom's chin is underrated. Thank you. Yeah. No one, like, respects that fact that, like, Tom got hit clean on the chin and took it. Is there anyone... If there is anyone I hate more than the Russians, it's the French-based take, casual. French-Canadian. You want to say the French are the reason for the Geneva Convention, then I'll say it's the French-Canadian. I mean, the fact that Canada is so soy it has a French nation inside of it does say a lot. I think Pereira beats everyone in the UFC apart from maybe Garn, but it's purely... If it's purely on the feet. I don't think so, Toad. I don't think so. I think if Aspinall can take a punch from Sergey, Aspinall can take a punch from Pereira. So, yeah, and then I would like to see what happens to Pereira in the later rounds when he can't put somebody away. The fact that injured Francis took Garn and still won is crazy. That is true, Anakin. Like, he had no kneecaps. I think the argument has just been had, I'm over with and I won. You did. Took Garn down. Yeah, I'm with you. If he didn't permaban me, then he must have hid me on the channel, which is the same thing. Yeah, essentially the same thing. Francis lost that fight to Garn. Do you think so? Do you think the 5 minutes of wet blanketing in the 5th round didn't count for anything? I guess it must come down to the 3rd round to you, Tim. To be honest, it's been a long time since I watched that fight back. And it's a hard one to watch because it is so boring. I rewatched Garn versus Francis as well. He literally couldn't hit Garn once on the feet, but the slams were WWE vibes. Yeah, and again, on broken kneecaps. It's purely on the feet. Pereira beats everyone in the upper weight classes, no doubt. But he has no shot against Tom or Jones if they go to the takedowns. Well, again, Patolo. You know, I don't know if I am reading this one late, but Tom Aspinall has a really good chin. A really good chin. A really good chin. Really good chin. Who knows, old man Stipe could probably beat Pereira. Oh, that's a bit too far. Although Stipe did beat Francis Ngannou in their first fight with heavy wrestling. Yeah, man. Blades could beat Pereira. Yes, Blades could beat Pereira. Let's see how he does against Aspinall. Yes. But Blade, you would assume that... This is the thing, man. There are so many fighters that could beat Alex Pereira. But I do believe he has black magic. I do believe he uses magic. Because fighters are just choosing to stand and bang with him. When they have the ability... It's like me doing electrical work, and instead of using, instead of me using the right tools with rubber gripped handles, I'm choosing to keep the power on and do the electrical work with my bare hands to just prove how much of a Chad I am. It's so insane to me. Aspinall can also choose where he fights. He has good striking and great jiu-jitsu. Yeah, dude. Aspinall when Pereira throws that hook, Aspinall can just throw a double leg, get on top of Pereira, and put him in an armbar. Pereira beats you up badly if he can't put you away, i.e. Bruno Silva. Again, dude, different weight class. You know what I mean? Different weight classes. I don't know, Patolo. I don't know, man. Clearly, I clearly don't know how well Pereira does at heavyweight. I'm clearly on the fence. Gane won the first 3 rounds. That's how I remember it, Blueprint. Aspinall leaves his chin in the air and has bad defense. Not even Yuri's chin can take Pereira's power. Yeah, true. But if you can take Sergey's power... French Canadians are what makes Canada shitter, other than GSP. Yeah, GSP is still one of the GOATs, man. I'd love to see Gane versus Pereira. Pereira would really test Gane on the feet. Yeah, that would be a great fight. That would be a great fight to make. Agreed, no one beats Alex on the feet. Wow, okay, so I'm really... Alright, so I'm really... Let me do a... I feel like I'm really, up against it here with chat. I feel like I'm the only one that sort of believes in Alex Pereira's chin. Why are we not typing? Thank you. And chat, I know I'm a little bit behind. I'll catch up on everybody's chat. And we'll go for let me unpin this, Axel. That was based. And Axel and Tim, thank you for the super chats. Really, really awesome. But yeah, I feel like I'm uphill here. So I see, as you guys can see, I can see everybody's chats. I'm going to blast through them. I'm going to get to them. Here we go. Yuri had a good chin too, and look what happened to him. That is true. Yuri was all chin. You're not wrong, Patolo. Welcome to the Caribbean, fucker. Magomed is going to choke out Alex. Magomed is going to be the champ. We will see. Alex Pereira clearly has black magic. Ankalaev has 0 submissions in his pro career. Dude, we watched backs like Ankalaev, and he is all kickboxing. I think he is getting knocked the fuck out. Tank, what's up? He wanks dogs. We weren't talking about Israel Adesanya, but it's good to see you bring him up. Pereira has a certain aura that some fear and some are mesmerized to just stand with him. There are fighters who have talked about that, where they lose to the ego of the fighter rather than the actual fighter stepping in the cage across from them. That is a thing that is talked about. I have to apologize for what I'm about to ask. I'm going to have to apologize for what I'm about to ask. I don't get to see it, but what the fuck happened with Tyson and Paul? It got pushed back. Sorry, it's your guys' fault. Remind me of that when you were talking about... No, it just got pushed back because Mike Tyson nearly had a stroke on a plane, so they pushed it back. Northwest, how many chats do you run, homie? Light heavyweight is out of UFC. Light heavyweight is out of the UFC. What do you mean, not the AM, bro? You guys are talking to Patolo. You're talking to Crystal. Casual. Yes, this is a massive point. Everyone talks about how Alex weighs in at 230, 240, so he could fight at heavyweight. But guys like Tom Aspinall do quite literally cut weight to get to 265. That is a massive difference. That's the thing. Ankalaev is more of a striker and prefers to stand and bang. And I do believe that he will strike with Alex out of pure ego. So do I, Patolo. I think Alex Pereira makes a 3rd successful title defense, knocks out Magomed Ankalaev, and then in February of next year moves up to fight either John Jones, Tom Aspinall, or Curtis Blades at heavyweight. All the Alex Nutriders will vote Alex. It's 50. Tom's winning so far. We'll see. Tom wouldn't dare stand with Alex, and he better not stand with Gane either. True, Blueprint. It's the way Alex screws his hooks, just that perfect. The amount of times I watched him land that hook, Tim, sorry. The amount of times I watched him land that hook on Yuri at the end of the first round, it looks like it barely touches him, man. Looks like it barely touches him. And it's just beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Oh shit, thank you guys for the info. Alex starches everybody at light heavyweight. If he gets through Ankalaev, he could be on for a dominant dominant run at light heavyweight. Alex walks around at 240, 245. So that meant like that imagine like Tom probably walks around at 300 pounds. Maybe 280 pounds. Tom walks around at. I think Ankalaev will try and grapple after. I see everyone. I caught back up to chat. You see, all I had to do was really put in some work and focus up, and I could get back to chat. Let's end the poll, and I'll catch up again. Tom Aspinall wins on the feet at heavyweight. Thank God. I thought I was going crazy. You guys were making some good arguments, and I thought I was going insane. I think Ankalaev will try and grapple after seeing Alex's run. If not, there has to be some sorcery at play. Right, Casual? Like, you cannot watch what Alex Pereira can do to people on the feet and then watch back your fight that you had with Jan Blachowicz, where he is landing clean hooks on you, and believe that you have got a chance in that fight. It just can't be done, man. Garn's around the top 15 strikers now. Yeah, and again, you're still being generous, Blueprint. Like, think of everyone at bantamweight. If Ton runs into Alex Pereira with his chin in the air without shooting and gets hit by the same left hook Sergey hit him with, I would be pissed. But see, Toad, here's the thing. I think Tom would be able to take that shot. I do think he'd be able to take that shot. If Ankalaev doesn't try to grapple, he's a moron, straight up. True. I mean, Tom can KO Alex on the feet with the speed, but he can't outstrike him. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, Alex Pereira can land more shots, but Alex Pereira has a lot of, like, range. Alex Pereira is very, like, slow and steady with his shots. I would describe him. And Pereira's been drilling takedown defense like mad, which is in his Insta stories, the guy is getting better. True Patola, like, he knows where his weakness is, and he essentially asked Glover Teixeira to move in with him and just teach him grappling, and it's worked out well for him. So that's a good point, man. Jan isn't a striker, by the way. Boxer, rewatched his last fight. So, Blueprint, when you're, like, talking about striking, you want, like, a kickboxer, Muay Thai, like, everyone? You want it to be everything, not just... Jan's got sick leg kicks, by the way. He's got snappy leg kicks. Poughton Talbot is a better striker than Gun. Chat. That's what I'm saying. I think Gun looks good because he's in a dog shit division. I do believe. I believe Cyril Gane looks like a good striker because of the shit division he's in. I think, Blueprint, if you took all the strikers from 125 to 155, you would be hard pressed to find a place in the top 15 for Cyril Gane. I really do believe that, man. I really do. Tom has a brain. Yeah, that's right, Toad. Tom Aspinall has a brain. We can end the conversation there, Toad. Tom Aspinall has a brain. Tom Aspinall has a brain in his skull. He can get KO'd. Man, I should have read the rest of that sentence before I started laughing. Anyone can get KO'd. I don't know, man. I just don't see Alex Pereira KOing him. I don't know, man. Yeah, to be honest, Gane in the top 15 strikers is kind of generous. That's what I think. But I know I think it, Larry, because I just said it. Tim. Alex has never faced anyone with Tom's boxing. I could see it years ago. He's been training with the Gypsy King for years. I could see it years ago. He has been training... Tom's been training with Tyson Fury for years. That's true, man. They have like a heavyweight specialist camp. It's kind of crazy. Don't be silly now. Jan Belly throws kicks. Jan does throw kicks, Blueprint. Jan does throw kicks. We got a lot of fight to watch. We got a lot of UFC to watch, so I can point out where he is throwing his kicks. Because right now, 2 hours into a stream, it's not coming to my head. Anakin, help me out with this one. You got a better memory than me. Let's be honest, Gane is top 50 to 100. That, my gut, Anakin, that's where my gut goes when it comes to Cyril Gane. Talbot will get fraud checked if he doesn't get the O'Malley treatment and fight Cairns until he gets to a top 10 fight. Do you really think so, Casual? You're not rating Talbot that highly? I think he's the next Tony Ferguson, man. I think he's got the same charisma, the same mindset, the same creativity. I really do feel like Peyton Talbot is the next Tony Ferguson. Jan is boxing heavy but has Muay Thai background. Yeah, dude, this is what I'm thinking. Like, he trains at Tiger Muay Thai. He's got kicking. I'm sure he's got kicking. I can't think of the exact fight right now, but I'm sure he's got vicious low kicks. Garn is a former 14-1 Muay Thai champion. Again, Blueprint. It's the division in which he finds himself that sort of holds him back. Jones versus Pereira is God's soldier versus Satan's soldier. Jones fighting with God's power. Alex trying to fight with black magic. Cayman, I know that John Jones is a preacher's son, but anyone who's so busy doing cocaine, they drive their car into a pregnant woman and then goes back to the scene to save the cocaine. Hard to call a champion of God. I'm not going to fucking lie, Cayman. I'm not going to lie. Hard to be like, that's a champion of Christ. So, I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with you there, Cayman. Garn's legit. I know, I do. I feel like I'm giving Garn too much shit. I'm just saying, like, to put him in the top 15 strikers out of everyone from like 125 to 145 is a fucking big ask, man. That's a big ask, brother. Damian Maia also in Pereira camp, and Oliveira is planning to. Ooh, mate, this is good. This is good stuff. Shit, chat spazzed on me. Where am I? Garn is open all the time. I see how TY dropped him. Heavyweight is shit. Tai Tuivasa dropped him. Heavyweight is shit. 4 or 5 are world class. That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're rating him very highly compared to the level of competition that he's faced. So, yeah. 10 more minutes and then I'm out of here, chat. Although he does look good in comparison to a degree, heavyweight is crap. Yep. I don't think it's the division. Blueprint loves Garn, and that's okay, man. Blueprint, I hope I'm not pissing you off too much with all my Garn mockery, is the right way to put it. I like Cyril Garn. I want to say that as well. I'm not giving Cyril Garn shit in like a I give John Jones shit kind of way. I really enjoy Cyril Garn. You know, I wish he fought more. I truly do. So, I'm happy that we're having an open debate, but I just want to put that out there. I don't hate Cyril Garn at all. I wish he was more active. I don't think it's the division. Garn has very fast reflexes and very fast for heavyweight. Anyway, he throws kicks, but barely does. That's my point. Maybe. I'm going to need to watch more... Piotr Jan fights, which I'm going to thoroughly enjoy doing. But yeah, I don't know. Piotr Jan's a better striker than Cyril Garn, I would say. I don't want to figure out pound for pound who's the most skilled. I want to figure out who is the best fighter in the UFC. It's either Garn, Alex, or Tom. At heavyweight, I would say it's Tom Aspinall. With the power and the leg kicks, it would be Tom Aspinall. Where I think if we put Alex Pereira at heavyweight, the striking would be fast, but the power wouldn't be there, Toad. That's just my feeling. Anakin doesn't know much about striking. Shots fired. Yeah, he'll have the 7-fight losing streak, but without the 12-fight win streak. Wow. Wow, Casual. Not a Peyton Talbot enjoyer. Oh, man. Fucking hell. Tim Denham. I don't know why I call you Tom. Tim. Yeah, a bit of a typo there. With a year's straight boxing training, Tom could win belts. Talbot will make the top 5. I do believe Talbot will make the top 5. And I do believe that Tom Aspinall would be an extremely successful boxer as well. Mo, what's up, man? How are you, dude? Sorry that you're jumping in towards the end of the stream, man. I've got 9 more minutes and then I'm out of here. But it's good to see you, man. Happy, good morning. Jan has great body kicks, nasty leg kicks. I don't get Blueprint's point in saying that Jan isn't a striker. Thank you. Someone agreeing with me. Jones is the champion of the closet. LR again with the zinger. True, mate. Champ of a shit Muay Thai league. You are talking about Tom Aspinall and his 14-0 when he was doing amateur Muay Thai. I remember I made a highlight clip of it back in the day when this channel was called MMA Highlight Clips. There's a bit of Dougie's Corner lore for you. Talbot starches Cheeto anyway. Make that fight. Yeah, dude. Great fight to make. Great fight to make. Well, John would be a carnal Christian, which is in the Bible. I think Jones falls into drugs at an early age, got addicted, and struggled too hard to get out of it. True, mate. True. Still don't know if I can call him a soldier of Christ, though. You guys are chatting to each other. Nice, nice, nice. Damian Maia has been there since 300, by the way. That's why I believe Pereira is going to have very good takedown defense in the future. We will find out. This Magomed Ankalaev fight will be very telling. Mo, what's up, man? Good morning. What's good? Also, don't worry, Dougie. I hate Garn. Well, no need to hate him. No need to hate him. But good morning, Mo. Right, I'm off to work. Take care. See you, casual. Thanks for jumping in on the stream. I won't hold the hate. I'll hold the hate. Yeah, you hate him. I like him. I wish he was more active. You're talking to Larry. Garn did win the heavyweight championship. Another poor cunt fucked over by some rigged scorecards. Fact. Chatting to each other. Mo's dropping in the Discord. Dougie Discord, feel free to jump in. You'll get notifications about when I go live. When we do watch-alongs on the channel, we can do them in the Discord. There's lots of daily banter that goes on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's good fucking stuff, man. Cheeto Vera fucking sucks. Cheeto does fucking suck. One of the most undeserved title shots in UFC history. Right there next to Colby Covington. Bro, we watch Jan's fights, and outside of the UFC too. Yeah, I feel like when we do, like, ranking lists like this, we should leave it all in the UFC. Like, it should be UFC-based stuff, purely because it just makes it easier for everyone to be able to come up with a good argument. And also, I feel like the skill levels sort of change once you're in the UFC. You know what I mean? Like, look at everyone that comes over from Cage Warriors. Like, Paddy Pimblett is a Cage Warriors champion. Like Ian Gary, Cage Warriors champion. They come over to the UFC, and within a few fights in the UFC, you're like, fuck, they're really not that good, are they? Like, there is a big skill difference here. Cyril Gahn, Cyril Ducker. Man, maybe I should have given him the golden duck. Dougie, do you think Yair and Barboza are better strikers than Gahn? Yes, Anakin, I do. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, anyone from 125 to 155. Cyril Gahn is ending up in, like you said before, the top 50 to top 100. I don't think Gahn is that good of a striker. That is what this entire conversation has turned into in the last half an hour. We're still here on it. Gahn is scared of Jailton Almeida. That's embarrassing. If you take his skill set of striking to any other weight class, he would get outstruck by many people. Jan barely throws kicks. He's simply in love with his boxing. Do you not understand, dude? Is English not your... Oh, you're talking to Larry. Okay. If you're from Europe, then Cage Warriors is the most viable option. I agree, dude. Like, if you're from Australia, you need to fight an Eternal. Like, you need to go train in Thailand, live in Thailand, fly over to Queensland, fight an Eternal, win an Eternal championship, and then get into the UFC. Same thing as it is in Europe. Like, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, they come in with, like, all this hype of, like, oh, the regional scene. Look how good they were at grappling and at striking in the regional scene. You know, like, look at Paddy Pimblett striking and Ian Gary striking at Cage Warriors. And then you put him in the UFC, and it's like, Jeff Neal can't finish Neil Magny when Neil Magny has no legs. Like, 45-year-old MVP is landing more strikes on you. You know, like, it's like, fuck, man. The regional scene is the regional scene for a reason. There's a reason it goes regional contender UFC. Like, I hate saying it because it is so corny and cringy, but I'm gonna say it. There are levels to this shit. So yeah, dude, you need to go to Cage Warriors if you're in Europe. You need to go to Eternal if you're in America. You need to go to LFA, Eternal if you're in Australia, and you need to go to LFA if you're in America. But fuck, man. There are fucking levels, man. That's all I'm saying. Heavyweight doesn't have any skilled strikers, really just heavy hitters, just heavy guts, mate. Ryzen is more legit than Cage Warriors. Again, regional, you know? Like, Manel Cap can't even fucking make weight in the West. So yeah, dude, it's all very like, we'll see when this new kid comes over from Ryzen. We'll see how he goes, man. We'll see how he goes. Gunn being a top 50 striker is crazy. Honestly, Blueprint, that's where I'd put him, man. That's where I'd put him. That's where I'd put him. It's funny seeing the UFC try their best to promote Paddy as much as possible, despite him being terrible. Bobby Green is easily the worst ranked lightweight, and he'll still probably KO. But I think, Toad, between you and me, Toad, a little secret between you and me, I think Bobby Green is going to beat the living fuck out of Paddy Pimblett. Beat the living fuck out of him. It's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing. And that's an old Bobby Green. Boys, it's been 2 hours. I'm going to get to this one here, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. It's criminal. Gunn is a top 50 ducker, easily. Top 10. I know, we should do a golden... Mo, on the next stream, I'll do a golden duck tier list, and I'll give away the golden duck on a tier list. We'll do it live, man. Heavyweights put their weights behind the strike to KO. They don't have the best technique. True, run deep. And highly ranked for choking mid-fight. Also true. You guys love to hate on Gunn because of he's a duck. I would say that for the chat. I mean, actually, I do wish that Gunn would be more active. If there's one thing I hate about Gunn, it is the fact that he is very inactive. So, yeah, man. Larry, yes. Bro got mogged by Jones and gillied real quick. Yep. Douglas is biased as all ASL. No, I don't know what that means. All right, that's it. Cool, Yog. So you don't like to... Yog, good to see you again, mate. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this stream on a regular Friday for Australians, but a happy 4th of July to the Americans and a good morning to the English. You guys all have a fucking great weekend. There is going to be another live stream tomorrow, a little bit earlier than this live stream. There is going to be a live stream on Sunday, even though there is no UFC. Maybe I'll go live during the Masvidal Nate Diaz fight. Let's face it, there's nothing else to watch. We all complain about an Apex card, but we'd rather have an Apex card than nothing. Check out the Discord right there. Mo has pinned it in the chat. I'm going to be doing some investigating into fucking Western Mass Climber and find out if he's been perma-banding people. Until then, you have a fucking great night, a great day wherever you find yourselves. And thank you so much. Thank you, Axel, for the $8. Thank you, Tim, for the $10 and the ongoing support. And that's it, boys. We did it. We did the stream. Do the intro music. Do it as an outro, Doug. You paid for it. It's your music. Play some outro music. Yeah, boys. We got outro music and everything. All right, guys. I will see you in the next stream. Have a great night. Have a great day. See ya. Peace. Good night. Good day. Goodbye. Stay healthy.